And I get up. The Big Show on Kiss 92. And I get up.
Good morning, Singapore, and welcome to The Big Show. It is Happy at Work Thursday, and if you're watching us on Facebook and YouTube right now, what I'm doing right now is I'm indicating to everyone that this space, which FD usually occupies...
I'm trying to get it into the screen as well.
Over here will be filled come Monday because the Flying Dutchman is coming back.
Oh, that's right.
On Monday.
Yes.
But because he's a bit... okay.
Careful.
Yeah.
Careful.
You know, he's the one who told us that he was coming back on the 10th of July. And when you asked us the last time, Adrian, we also told you 10th of July because all of us have it in our phones. I'm coming back on the 10th of July. But it was actually 10th of June.
Oh,
Yes.
He's a workaholic.
Why?
I mean, it's like he's given an MC.
Yeah.
Just take it
Till the 10th of
enjoy.
July.
Till the 10th of July.
Yeah.
But it's not 10th of July, actually.
No, it is. So he says medically, his MC is till the 10th of July.
Yeah.
He's choosing to come back in earlier because his job is not strenuous.
Okay.
So for regular people, he would have taken it till the 10th of July.
Yeah, he's telling everyone that this job that we are doing is easy. Is that what he's telling everyone?
He's saying that he doesn't, it's not no heavy lifting in terms of physical lifting. Mental maybe. Dealing with you especially.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
But mentally, I think he's not quite there.
Oh dear,
I mean,
okay.
gets things mixed up all 10th of July.
No,
10th
it
of
was not
June.
mixed up. Stop, he explained it yesterday.
Okay, anyway, he's coming back
He'll
on
be back.
Monday.
Awesome.
Let's see how sharp he is after being out of action for so
For a
long.
month, yeah. But we were speaking about MCs, right, today?
Yeah, and today we are talking about MCs, and some companies are clamping down on MCs. The government is looking at it as well. So I thought today might be interesting since FD is the opposite of a lot of people who are given MCs. You know, they want to take time off to rest, but he wants to come back.
So they want to take time off to rest, not because they're sick. Because that's what an MC is for, right? When you're ill.
Yeah, but technically, no, sometimes you just need the rest. Sometimes you fall sick because your body's telling you, hey, take it easy.
Yeah.
Then you fall sick, you get a flu or something. But recently, there has been, it's observed that there's been a spate of MCs coming in. A lot of people taking MCs. And they were looking at it, and there were several causes for it. One of the causes that was highlighted was the ease of getting an MC from the online clinics.
Right.
So we're going to talk about that today.
Virtual, the teledoctors.
The teledoctors, the telemedicine clinics, how HR is also playing a role in it. And, you know, some companies are really progressive. They really give very good policies. Other companies are still very sticky on a lot of things.
Right.
So we're going to talk about that today.
But the ease to get MCs came about because of the COVID pandemic. You know, but now that the COVID pandemic is under control, so they're clamping down on MCs. You know how before COVID, if you take an MC, some companies don't like it as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
Right? But then during COVID, it's like, you better take an MC right now. Okay, everyone, take.
Yes,
Stay
right.
home and rest. Don't spread the virus.
As soon as you cough, everyone looks at you nowadays. It's like,
So previously the problem was absenteeism. Now the problem is presenteeism. If you're sick and you come in, I want you to go back home. Don't come. Don't prove to me that you're hardworking. I don't want you to bug everybody else. Just go back home and stay sick.
So you see, if that's the case, then we should continue to have these teledoctors give out MCs easily. Okay, let's continue to talk about this on The Big Show TV. Up next, Max featuring Duckworth. This is Say Less on Kiss 92. Actually, no harm, what? What do you think? This whole MC
I think it's
thing.
okay, but some people take it excessively.
So these people have to be dealt with. I think definitely the
not,
bosses will know
everybody.
if someone is trying to pull a fast one. You know what I mean? Then you discipline the person. But
have
for
you
everyone else...
Have you tried the telemedicine? Calling in on...
I did
on
once.
My friend is a doctor. My friend is a...
Telemedical.
Do you know it takes only 45 seconds to get an MC?
What?
You try it. You go log
Yeah,
in.
you can.
It's very fast. The doctor, you just go in and you just call. I've tried it before.
Yeah.
On my daughter.
Because they will ask you first and foremost, do you think you need medicine?
Okay.
So if you don't need medicine, then it's a different category again
Right,
altogether.
okay,
So if
okay.
the moment you say you don't need medicine, chances are you are going to be asking for an MC.
Yeah.
They know.
No.
Of course.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, there were a few occasions I remember where I did not need medication, but you just feel unwell.
So is it press 1 if you need medication, press 2, or are you speaking to someone?
Actually,
It's an
there
app.
is. One of the apps says that you need medicine or not. If you don't need
and then
medicine, you just go
opt.
straight in.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And that one is very fast because especially if the symptoms are... Let's put it this way. If you have really severe symptoms and you're sick, you won't be going to telemedicine. You'll be going to a real doctor. I mean, if I'm coughing out globs of blood...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't go to a telemedicine doctor. And
You'll
go,
be
right?
rushing, yeah.
So the telemedicine doctor already has his own group of customers who already are not that serious.
Yeah.
Okay.
But maybe just need a day off.
Yeah.
But the problem now lies in that it was too easy. So there was an article,
Yeah.
and it said that they tested it, and it was about 45 seconds to get an MC.
Yeah.
And I've
It
tried
was.
it before, and it's fast.
Yeah, me too. I tried. I remember that occasion. I think there was this one occasion where I felt like I had a fever, and when I got the thermometer, I did have a fever.
Yeah.
But that was it. It wasn't like I was feeling really, really ill, but I knew in order for me to stay away from the studio, because I think our policy at that time was, don't,
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah,
feeling
yeah.
like that, don't
Yeah.
come in, right?
Yeah.
But I still need an MC. So asked whether I need medication. No, I can take a Panadol.
'Cause you
for
have
that because-
Panadol, yeah.
Yeah.
So immediately they gave me an MC because I told them exactly that. I feel like I have a fever and
So
a
it's
slight
easy.
fever. Very, very easy.
Yeah.
And
But it's useful, you see.
I like it actually.
Rather
I
than
like
going down to a clinic and then
Waiting.
waiting there and then being there with sick people.
Getting
nobody
sicker.
catch the germs
Yeah.
by going there and falling even sicker, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's open to abuse, and I think it's abused a lot. So that's why a lot of companies now. But according to Singapore law, employment law, as long as the MC is issued by a recognized and Singapore registered doctor,
Can't say anything.
You can't say anything about it. So
And you can't call the person out because they're like, I'm not going to come down to your house and test if
Yeah.
you're sick, or
Yeah, and you
know
can't-
you have a tummy issue or whatever
You
it
can't
is.
penalize the doctor, right? You know what I mean?
Not
The
unless
doctor
they're
is-
not registered, yeah.
Unless, of course, the doctor is taking extra money. You give me
I'm
this
selling
amount.
MCs.
They used
I'll
to do
give you an
that,
MC.
right? They used to do that back in the day.
There have been naughty doctors who have been selling cough mixture and stuff to drug addicts and stuff like that. So I mean, there are always naughty outliers who do stupid things like that. And I'm sure there are some doctors who, in previous times that I know of, when I was in the army, and NS boys, right, always trying to get MC, trying to be king, right?
Yeah.
And when we would pass notes around. Hey, this doctor very easy with
get
MCs. You
MCs.
go there, you get 3 days MC straight away. So you go. So they are effectively selling MCs. And the best / worst thing about it is that the company pays for your medical. So does it make sense for the company to insist that if you're not feeling well, you got to go to a doctor, get an MC, or can the company just say like, I just give you. If you're not feeling well, just don't come in. So that's another way that HR can play a role on it as well.
Yeah.
But I think nowadays, because there's so much remote work, not coming in is I'm already not in. They
Yeah.
want to have a day off at home.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They don't
Yeah.
want to work.
Yeah.
So there's a difference there.
Like you see, Shalini today is not here because she's under the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the first thing she said was, I need to go and get an MC.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Official channels, policy and everything. Because according to Singapore employment law, you're entitled to 14. If you've worked more than 6 months in a company, you're entitled to 14 days. Yeah. And if you're between 3 months to 6 months, it's prorated. But if you're working for the first 3 months, you just join the company first 3 months, they're not quite obligated to give you an MC. So it's going
So
to
if
be
you get sick, you just don't get paid for that day.
Yeah, that's the framework which they provided. Companies, some of them are quite nice. They won't. If you're not feeling well, they're not going to come in. But that's the base level which by employment law is
Yeah.
you have to stick to.
So the law should also say if you've got an MC, then you go back to work. That's illegal as well. You know what I mean?
Talking about
It's like
FD
two-
or?
Let's go,
FD,
FD.
yes.
Okay.
Correct.
So you got a maximum of 14 days of outpatient leave, and you got a maximum of 60 days of hospitalization leave a year. So
Somebody said, Wanalun said, 14 days sounds like a long time. My previous and current company only gave me 10 days.
Oh.
Are there differences? That's MOM
MOM guidelines
say
is 14
it's
days.
14 days. Oh, there you go. You better go speak to your boss.
Talk to HR. Alone, talk to HR.
So it's supposed to be 14 days. Okay.
Yeah, but then the problem comes when it's being abused, I think. That's the problem. And if you have your staff and your staff always, every other day she's on MC or he's on MC, then it gets annoying.
Yeah, of course, of course.
I see your doctor knows best. If your doctor says take a month off, then you take a month off. Or 2 months off, or 3 months
Back
off.
to the FD reference. Okay.
No.
No? Okay.
Absolutely.
No, okay. All right.
All right, stand by. We're going for a traffic update.
Kiss 92 traffic.
On the CTE towards the AYE, right before the exit to Brattle Road and Lorong Chuan, look out for a broken down vehicle. Wherever you are today, stay safe.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. It's Glenn Angel and Adrian Choo, CEO and founder at Career Agility International. Thank you very much for joining us every Thursday, Adrian. Our KISS fans love you.
Yeah.
I love them too. It's so amazing. Fun bunch.
So we're talking about taking MCs today, and this is based on an article that headlines, MCs aren't the problem, inflexible employers are.
Ooh.
Right? That's what
That's-
inspired you today to
Yeah.
come up with this
Yeah.
topic.
So we've seen employers being too rigid, and sometimes if you're too rigid with your staff, they're gonna push back. And you know what the heck? I'm just gonna take my. And I know employees who say that I'm entitled to 14 days of leave, annual leave. I'm also entitled to 14 days of MC, so I must maximize my MC for 14 days of
really?
MC. So you see people like that.
Oh, wow.
So employers are coming in and clamping in, and especially with the ease of getting MCs nowadays by the online. As I said earlier, it only takes 45 seconds to get your MC.
See, I wouldn't bother if I'm, let's say, as in like, if you're talking about a big company.
Yeah.
A big company probably, won't care if an employee is like that. But if you're talking about a small company where the boss is like looking at everyone and, look, I'm paying you this amount of money. I'm paying you that amount of money.
Yeah.
And you're, taking MCs all the time. I think that's where the problem, will arise.
Yeah.
But the big companies, sometimes they don't care.
But the thing is, you're entitled to the 14 days.
Yes.
Right?
Technically, if you're sick, if you're really sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you gotta be sick, lah.
Yeah,
If
no.
not-
But there are, I hear, no, I know that. I hear there are a lot of employees also. The common sick days are Mondays, right? All of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm not feeling so great on Monday. I need to see you on Tuesday.
So my brother is a GP, he's a doctor, and he said that the common sick days are Friday
and
Monday, and the Friday before the Chinese New Year.
Oh,
So his clinic is always full.
the week before.
The week, no, if Chinese New Year is on a Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, right,
So the
okay.
Friday before a long weekend.
Right.
Normally people want to take.
I mean, if I were an employer, I'd see right through that. It's you'd have to be stupid to not know that people
Yeah,
are
it's
not
obvious,
sick.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's so
it's
obvious.
And all you people who go to the clinics and the A&Es and all that on Monday,
Just
please,
to get
okay?
an MC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why hospitals are full.
Full, yeah, absolutely.
On Monday.
Absolutely.
Stay away from the A&Es, okay? Because that's for more urgent cases.
Go to the urgent care centers. Yes.
Correct.
I mean, I went to an urgent care center once. Quiet. It's so quiet. I mean, it's for your in-betweens.
Yeah.
Can't see a GP. Maybe you've fallen, your kid has broken an arm. You do not need to go to A&E for that.
Correct.
Go to the urgent care center.
Yeah.
Your child will not die. You know what I mean? It's just
true.
like, unless, of course, they're bleeding out of their head and, got a big gash or something.
Actually, urgent
that
care
you can't
center is
go-
ideal.
Ideal for so many situations.
Yeah,
So many
just
situations.
stay away from the A&Es, folks.
Please do. I mean, my dad was there just a couple of weeks ago. 36 hours to get a bed.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy. It's 36 hours. They have a transit area for the transit area. So normally you go into the A&E,
Whoa.
then they have because you come in through a special area, right? Then they have to admit you. Before they put you into observation area, which is kind of a waiting area before you get a bed, they have a transit area for the admission patients.
Okay.
So there is an extra layer now of waiting.
Wow.
So it is being overwhelmed by people who do not need to be in the A&E going to the A&E.
Yeah.
So
And that's why I kind of like and dislike the telemedicine thing after all, because it does help alleviate the pressure of the primary care centers.
for sure, yeah, for sure.
Just that
See,
it's
the
open to
many people who
abuse.
like and dislike. You see, this is where the problem lies. You must either like or dislike.
No. It's not battle of the brands here, okay?
Pick Pick one. It's 8:15.
Kiss 92 Time Check brought to you by Putian. Fresh.
Okay.
Speaking about all of the brands, do you want to put your vote in?
Oh, it's gonna be WhatsApp.
or Telegram?
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp? Okay.
WhatsApp,
All
right?
Actually, Telegram has
I
a
put your
lot.
WhatsApp also?
Yes.
Okay.
Telegram has a lot
Don't tell
better
anybody.
functions. Telegram has a lot better
That's
functions.
what I was saying.
Yeah,
Telegram
I agree.
has a lot better functions. Yeah.
You know, if you're administering a big group,
Yes.
it's actually useful.
Yeah.
You know, WhatsApp hasn't upgraded their features in a very
They're
long
getting
time.
there slowly. Like what I was saying to Glenn, what I don't like about Telegram is that you can add someone without having their number.
Oh yes, and you get a lot
You
of
know?
junkies.
Yeah, junkies.
Lists. No, junk lists.
You get junkies also.
I get junkies also.
apparently.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot
Like
of
what?
groups, right? There are a lot of illegal groups out
Yes,
there that you
yes.
can just search for. Like people are selling all sorts of things on Telegram. It's like a store.
Really?
All you have to do is search in the Telegram search for something that is not meant to be searched
Let
for.
me think.
You can find it. Anything.
Let me search now.
You'll find it. There are lots of and the groups can be huge, like thousands.
Yeah.
The groups can be.
Really?
Oh, what's that? You sent me something? No, it's Cheyenne has searched for something.
What's this? Oh.
What is that? Vapes, is
Oh.
it? No.
No lah.
What is it?
Cannot tell you lah. You don't ask
Let me
lah.
see,
We're
let me
still
see,
live,
let
you know,
me
right now. You are. Anyhow, no, she. Even if whatever you're saying
Oh,
is real, so I'm not
wow.
gonna say anything. There, see, she turned
Wow.
like that. Someone just later just
Screenshot.
pause it. We'll be able to see.
No, they won't.
Wow.
Colorful water bottles.
It's everywhere.
Serious.
Glenn's
Wow.
like, send me that link.
Stop it! We are still live.
No, but I mean, what I'm saying is
You're giving
that
people the impression I've got many vices.
what I'm saying is that these groups are out there, illegal or not. You
Yeah.
can find them.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying that we are part of it. So that's the thing about Telegram that I don't like. WhatsApp still has that
Family
privacy,
friendly.
family friendly.
Yeah,
You're right,
yeah.
But
family
now
friendly.
I feel like, I mean, I have Telegram, but usually what I do is I go on like for example, Warren Golf and Country Club.
Mm-hmm.
On a day like this, where it's raining, sometimes, this is where I get my information, whether the
Updates.
course is closed or what time
So
the
that's
course
on
is gonna open.
Telegram?
Yes.
Okay, all
So I
right.
use it for that, you see, but
Okay.
I don't use it to communicate with like friends or whatever. But now I feel like, okay, I mean,
nice.
it's quite interesting.
It is, yeah. Like my family chat is on it's on Telegram now, with my family. And then when it comes to work, we transfer files via Telegram.
Yeah.
Photos,
were saying
videos.
It's
It doesn't
lossless, right?
compromise.
Yeah.
It doesn't compromise the resolution and stuff like that. Although WhatsApp is trying to catch up with your HD and its bigger files and all that, I think they still haven't quite caught up with that yet.
I think many people are still on WhatsApp because they're so used to it.
Yeah.
Been using WhatsApp for a long time.
Yeah.
So just to double check, getting away from what do you call
MCs?
yeah. So I was talking to you about Line and
Yes.
WeChat
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So these are the WhatsApps of these other countries,
Yes,
is it?
yes.
Like Line is very popular in
Thailand.
Thailand. That's their WhatsApp.
That's their
China.
WhatsApp.
And then WeChat is
China.
China.
Yeah, because they don't have WhatsApp.
Because I noticed the color, the logo is the same. It's green.
It's green. Yes, it is. You're right. It's a green like
So
speech bubble or
so
something.
I've always
yeah.
wondered whether it's part of like the WhatsApp family. It's just
No.
like different regions,
No, like WeChat because Meta is banned in China, right?
Yeah.
So they don't have WhatsApp, they don't have Facebook, they don't have Instagram
I see.
unless you have a VPN, obviously. Dubai also you can't use WhatsApp unless you have a VPN because I still communicate via WhatsApp.
Americans don't use WhatsApp that much. They use the Apple messaging system.
Oh,
They
okay.
use SMSs.
SMSs.
No, I'm joking.
Use smoke signals.
They use cans.
Telegrams. Cans of a string.
Pigeons and all.
But the Americans don't use WhatsApp much. They
don't?
use Apple. What's Apple?
iMessage.
iMessage. But what if you're not on
But almost
Apple?
everyone knows to be American as they're saying as American as apple pie, right? So they're as American as Apple.
So if you use an Android, you're like an alien because it's like a droid.
Kind of, you're like stuck out there alone. So a lot of Americans use. So a lot of my American friends, when I tell them I'm going to WhatsApp you, they go, no, don't.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't check our WhatsApp that often.
Okay.
So it's an American.
Not
thing.
even Telegram.
I don't just them
I
them,
don't
them and
know.
them Russians. I don't think they don't trust.
Yeah.
Maybe they still call each other, which will be a nice thing, actually.
It would. It would be nice, yeah.
I doubt it. Lah. We watch movies, we see the American teens.
But you're
texting
right.
each
You do
other.
see the blue going up when they, sometimes on TV
Yeah.
nowadays they show the messages that are coming up
yeah,
next to the person. So
yeah.
they do use the Apple sort of iOS looking
Yeah, I think so.
interface.
Yeah.
Not so much WhatsApp.
So, Adrian, how do you think employers can be better employers in this area? How flexible do they need to be
Trust.
with their employees?
So, sometime back, I was advising this organization with regards to their HR policies and everything. And they were saying that they noticed that the spending on the employee expenditure on outpatient clinics, the GPs,
Yeah.
was pretty high. And when we looked at it, it was basically a lot of people, I need an MC, I just go to the doctor. They spend $40 to get a 1 day or 2 day MC and they come back. So I said, why not you just give them 5 days of off days? Just medical leave, medical wellness day, or just basically you can just call it and this was back in 2010. So you can nowadays they call it a mental wellness day, or they call it a reset day. You can have it, but in those days I said, why don't we just run an experiment? Give everyone 5 days a year, okay, where you just don't have to get an MC. You can
No
take a day off.
excuse. No reasoning.
Yeah, no
needed.
reason needed, no excuse needed. Just take a day off. They found that the cost went down tremendously. They saved a whole ton of money because it was an organization with about 600 people,
Okay.
and they were noticing a lot of people taking MCs. Suddenly, no one was taking MCs, but they were just taking
Those
the
days off.
days off. Right, the cost went down. And the same number of off days were recorded. I mean, if just that you're not spending the time at the clinic, just get an MC. And the people were happy as well because it's like by the time if I have to go to a clinic, get an MC, half a day is gone already. And if I'm really not feeling well,
Yeah.
that's a waste of time. Moreover, a lot of times, like what you said.
And if you want to self-medicate as
Panadol
well,
at
because
home,
sometimes,
right.
like Glenn was saying, you just want the MC, but you can just take the Panadol because you have it at home, right?
Yeah, like touch wood, I have not seen a doctor in a long time because I'm one of those self-medication guys.
Same, yeah.
So unless I'm really dying, bleeding through
Exactly.
the nose or
Yeah.
whatever it is, then I will
Yeah.
drag myself to a doctor.
Yeah.
To see. Other than that, no, I don't need it.
But then, I mean, do people then think, okay, I've got 14 days of medical leave, then I've got 5 days of I don't need to give a reason why I'm taking a day off leave. That means I've got 19 days of... No, but I think these wellness days you can't do back to back. There are rules on it. I think here as well, y'all are given a couple of days of mental wellness days, but you can't do them back to back.
Yeah.
So it prevents you from taking a long
I didn't even know we have mental wellness days.
You do.
Okay.
And some companies...
Hold on. Traffic. Hold on. Sorry.
Is this how it's supposed to be?
Kiss 92 traffic.
Looks like it's all good out there on the roads. If you spot otherwise, you can always WhatsApp us at 8855-0920.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning is the CEO and founder at Career Agility International, Adrian Choo. And if you want to get in touch with him, it's info@careeragility.org.
Okay, so we're talking about MCs today, and Matthew Lee has come on our Facebook and says it's not difficult to reach 14 days legit sickness post-COVID.
Actually, that's true.
Because of COVID, yeah.
That's true.
Somebody else, Janet Teo, has said, good morning, Kiss 92. A question to Adrian. If an old staff member has been working for a company for more than 40 years, and when he hits retirement age, where he automatically will turn into a contract staff, the company will review based on certain criteria, salary and benefit will all be changed. Your benefits are all changed. So if he's asked to leave, is there entitlement to get compensation if he's on contract? I think that's what
compensation for.
That's right, for?
leaving,
Why?
because they've asked him to leave. So what they're saying is this person has worked many, many years as a full-timer, and because he's hit retirement age, it's now, this is a very strange question, it's now...
This is exactly a
right,
new
exactly.
situation.
Has now hit retirement age, so he's now on a contract basis.
right.
But if they ask him to leave, as in retire or quit, does he get compensation? That means they are not firing him.
They're letting him.
They want him to
resign.
leave, yes.
Okay.
They want him to resign.
Some companies actually do give a ex gratia payment Some do. I don't.
For contract
$5.
No,
workers?
no. If you've been in the company for 20 years,
Yeah, but now you're on a different contract.
and this is after the contract has been converted.
Yes.
Oh, then no lah. They don't. Have
That's
Yeah,
why.
after the
Yeah,
contract, then
no,
you're
Because you become an
no
independent
love,
contractor
right?
already.
Yeah.
No love at
No
all.
love at all. No love at all.
Wow.
That's why I always say politically incorrect moment. Okay, I'm gonna say don't be too loyal to your employers.
So should you leave first when you retire, and then come
And then
back
come
and get your compensation or whatever it is, retire, and then come back say a month later and say, hey, you got any part-time work for me? I'd like to come back. That's possible.
Maybe.
That's possible, right?
That's possible too.
Yeah.
That's possible too. But the ex gratia payment when you hit 62 or 68 is not. It's not enshrined in any law or anything. So it's still a very much goodwill thing.
Oh, right. Okay. So
Yeah.
it depends on the company.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's a lot. I mean, in the old days, talking about really old days, you get a gold watch when you retire, right?
Yes.
Right now you don't get that anymore. So it's very much a company to company policy.
Yeah. These days, what do you get? You get shopping vouchers from NTUC.
Okay, we've got something on our WhatsApp. Let's take a look at that. Connie says, good morning, everyone. I just
morning.
need to put in my 5 cents worth. To all employees, please stay home if you're sick. You're not covered by the company's corporate insurance should anything happen to you at work or on the way to work. To all bosses, please do not disturb your subordinates if they're on MC unless it's life or death. They're supposed to rest. I've come across bosses asking their employees to just take their medicine and then report to work.
I've seen
Okay.
those. I've
Nice
seen
one,
those.
Connie. Thank you for that.
Wow, you've obviously struck the lottery for working with a boss like that. I mean, whoever.
Wow.
Bosses should always take care of the welfare of the people who are under them. Only then will you get the best results, I feel.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're listening to us on air, obviously you are, but also watching us on TV. Later, we're going to be showing you highlights from yesterday's event with Natalie Dow.
Ah, yes.
Yes, completing her Project 1000 because I was there with the girls and we managed to capture some footage. So stay till the end of Facebook TV, the Big Show TV, I beg your pardon, and we'll be showing that video.
So long you've been on the show already, you said Facebook
I
TV.
know, it's
somehow.
terrible because we're also on YouTube, if that's your preferred
YouTube
mode.
TV.
YouTube TV.
All right, Shensia. Is it Shensia? Shensia featuring Coil Array. This is Flavor on Kiss 92.
It's Flava. That's Flava.
Flavor.
Petros has come on our Facebook and says, he's asking, does the 60 days hospital MC include the 14-day outpatient MC leave, or is it separate?
It includes.
It's inclusive.
It includes.
Okay. Okay,
includes.
there you go.
Some companies are really nice. Okay, so I know this company. One of the not so long. The guy was on their staff, on their payroll for about 5 years, and then he contracted a very serious ailment.
Oh.
And they
Was it a slip disc?
no,
Stop it.
unfortunately it was cancer.
Oh, dear.
No.
So he had to go for surgery, and the company, and this is an American multinational company. Okay, although he was entitled to 60 days of medical leave, which is about 2 months, when it was used up, the HR actually said, "Look, I'll extend it," because he was on extended leave. Okay, he said, "I'm not going to let you go. Okay, I'm going to put you for next 6 months on half pay."
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And after the 6 months of half pay was done, he was still not good because he was not in a very good place. And they didn't, and that was when he needed the money as well, right? Because they carried on his half salary for another year.
Oh.
I know of a similar case like this.
Amazing.
This guy works for a big fashion company. I don't know if it's the same. It's
Probably
not the same,
not,
right?
probably
Okay. But he contracted cancer as well. And it's a big company that has a lot of brands here.
Okay.
And it was leukemia, I think, that he had, or some sort of cancer. And he was out for maybe 2 years. Continued being employed. Came back and held the same position. And I'm talking about a position like CEO or CFO or something like that.
And that's why I
And-
think they kept him as well, because, I mean, at that level, he
Yeah.
probably contributed a lot.
But still, I mean, a lot of people would just let you go.
But this
you know?
this guy was a mid-level manager only.
Oh, not even higher.
And the thing that I really appreciate, because I know this person, okay, the thing I really appreciated the company for doing that is because they kept him there not just for the salary piece, but because they were covering his medical. The company is just covering his medical because as long as you're an employee, you have.
So you
you're
didn't have
covered
to
by-
pay a thing, and he was getting paid.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I can tell you that was something which I was really impressed by because they kept him on for a year and a half.
Foreign company.
Yes, American
Okay.
company. American company. But
Of
sometimes
course.
it's
I'd like to see companies. I'm sure there are some companies that do that here. I just haven't heard of them.
No, but a lot of times it's not just the company, it's the HR
Okay.
and the
The boss.
the boss.
Yeah.
The boss. Because it's coming from his budget. I know another company where this other individual, she had a stroke.
Oh dear.
And they kept her on board, also half salary. No, it wasn't half salary, it was full salary.
Wow.
For a year and a half. Before the individual decided to retire. And so she was coming in, she was doing very basic minimal level of work.
Oh, so
While
she
she
was
was
still
recovering.
doing a bit of work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when she was recovering.
Yeah.
So it was amazing because you basically, if you're not performing, some companies just let you go. But they kept her on board. And I think it was a real morale booster for everyone else.
Actually, there are a lot of companies right now who are just waiting to let people go.
Yeah, they're just waiting for a reason.
For a reason, yeah.
Yeah. Dawn has said, is it legal? Oh, wait, where did it go? Is it legal to deduct MC's then hospitalization leave if one just had an operation? I don't know. Some English is
Wow.
not typed out properly, but
I know,
I
and when
think
you're-
you
when
might
you're-
understand.
when you're on the bus and
yeah, you
texting,
might
you can't do-
understand
okay.
what that means.
Well, if you're within that entitlement, the answer is no. So in other words, if you're entitled to 14 days MC and you take the 14 days MC, they cannot deduct it from you. But if anything above and beyond that,
They can.
they can.
No
because
matter
it's-
what kind of procedure, illness,
Yeah.
disease you have, right?
In fact, I was just reading up the statutes this morning, and it's quite interesting because cosmetic MCs you get from cosmetic procedures technically not allowed also.
yeah, of course.
Even though it's from a doctor, it's
Yeah.
from a medical practitioner.
So if I go for Tamaj, let's say.
No, cannot. Cannot.
And then I need some
Botox
downtime.
also cannot, no.
Yeah,
The
but-
March doesn't have downtime though.
Actually, I
Does
think,
it?
yeah.
I don't think it does.
It's. I've not gone for
Yeah, I don't-
Tamaj,
I know
but,
some- I know
I've
some
gone
people
for
who
all
have,
the
yeah.
other procedures, including my rhinoplasty and everything. You need some time. to
Rhinoplasty
recover.
is very different because Thermage and like Botox and all that is just, it's not surgical.
Yeah.
It's aesthetic.
But it burns, you see, sometimes,
Yeah,
especially
you just,
Tamaj.
then you have to wear a mask. Like, you know the ones
Stop
that
it.
they have?
Stop it.
So if you go for say a facelift surgery and
Like-
you get a one MC, one
Cannot.
month MC, whatever it is, technically it's not allowed. Technically, but once again, HR is gonna find out. So stuff like that. I mean, you got to talk to HR. So technically, it's not allowed because it's a cosmetic procedure.
Can an aesthetic doctor give out an MC? I
Oh.
never heard of it.
They can.
Really?
They are
They're
registered
medical
doctor
doctors,
anyway.
right?
yeah.
Yeah, they're registered doctor anyway. So I know some people who actually go for they zap off cosmetically. They zap off dots on their face or whatever
Or
it is,
tattoos
right?
or whatever it is, yeah.
Just for cosmetic reasons. And then they don't want the scar. They don't want to be seen with the scarring.
Yeah.
anymore. So they ask doctor, "Can I have a 2-week MC?"
Just cover it up.
Yeah.
Can a psychologist give an
No.
MC?
I'm not sure.
No, no.
Psychiatrist maybe, but not a psychologist.
Yeah, psychologist. Otherwise, I'll be going to see Dr.
Yeah,
Jerry.
Jerry, right? We're like, we have our own doctor in our pocket.
But no, you can't. That's only the medical. Dentists can.
Dentists can.
Dentists
okay.
can for sure.
Okay.
TCM, no.
Because
Why not?
But they're not PhD.
Aren't they recognized
I
now
don't
as
think
well?
they're PhD,
registered. But
right?
it's not a matter of PhD. It's a medical doctor. I don't know.
Medical
Some-
doctor needs to have a PhD though. You need to be called a doctor, right?
Yeah, there's an MBBS. So
Don't be
TCM.
like that, Angel.
No,
You're
but
saying that
TC
the TCM doctors are not doctors.
I love the TCM, but I don't think they're considered doctors.
Some
They're not
course.
No, I think they're considered like
Like what?
therapists or
Therapist.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't see the TCMs as.
But some TCMs,
doctors.
so some companies do accept TCM
Yeah.
MCs.
I consider the TCM practitioners doctors.
practitioners. That's what they are.
Yeah.
That's what the word I was looking for.
You know, there's a TCM practitioner right now who
Listening?
wants to acupuncture you.
I need on my arm. Just put it here. I think I have a frozen arm or something. Okay, we're going back on the radio.
Acupuncture you in places they don't usually acupuncture.
TCMs are
Practitioner.
physicians. See, Edwin has said
Are there
TCM,
physician? Doctors are also physicians. What? At least physicians much better than practitioners.
You said practitioner, not me.
You said
you are the one that said practitioner.
Okay, and you agreed. That's
Yes,
right.
that's the right.
Okay.
Kiss 92 traffic.
Okay, it's just the usual heavy traffic on all the usual roads, and except on the TPE towards the SLE after the Pongal Road exit, there is one small accident situation there. Avoid the right lane if you're headed down that stretch. Wherever you are, stay safe.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. We've been speaking to Adrian Choo, CEO and founder at Career Agility International. You know what? Come Monday, it's back to regular programming already. I'll be arguing with her. I'll be arguing with him. Story of my life.
Love it. Surrounded by us. Tan Sok Keng has said registered TCMs can give out MCs.
There, Angel.
That's
There,
nice.
what?
That's
You
nice.
saying that they are not like doctors and all that, so they should not be allowed to give out
Are they
MCs.
called doctors? I don't know. Do you see when you go and see a TCM, does
Well,
it say doctor?
When I go and I talk to them, I call them Isheng.
This is
which is
true.
doctor.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've not seen the TCM doctor in about 15 years, because the last time I went to one, when I had this hacking cough, they didn't go away after all the Western medicine I took. She prescribed me this bag of
Herbal stuff.
I don't know. It looked like grass that they swept up from the ground. I don't know. It was just a whole bunch of it, and it smelled so bad. I just couldn't take it, and it was just terrible.
You see, and of course your cough persisted, right?
My cough persisted.
Okay, let me just tell you, okay? Next time you go to our boss's TCM physician,
Yeah.
because he will acupuncture your throat.
Oh. Don't you also have a magic potion somewhere in Balestier or something where
No.
you took FD once as well and made him drink some really yucky
Oh no,
drink?
but
and it was
that's
fine?
just a herbal tea house.
Oh,
right,
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
But this particular TCM physician that our boss went to, and he told us about it. He
Yeah.
had a terrible cough that just refused to go away, and someone recommended him to this physician, and this physician acupunctured his throat
And it worked.
below his Adam's apple,
Oh man, ouch.
and then his cough went away.
Oh.
But you know what? Even if I had a persistent cough, I wouldn't go
To
for something like that.
I'm afraid of needles. I don't want needles.
I
Anyway.
love needles, but not in my throat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I've been looking it up. Is a doctor of traditional Chinese medicine a real doctor? Practitioners of traditional Chinese medicine should not call themselves doctor unless they possess a general medical qualification.
You
and
can't
are
just Google
registered.
these things like that.
Of course, it's under the MOH.
No, you know what?
You got to register as a TCM.
No, you know what? The other contentious one are chiropractors. Okay, you can't get an MC from chiropractor for sure. I'm quite certain of that.
Really?
I'm quite certain of that. I don't know. Maybe one of our listeners will find out. But yeah, they're not real doctors either.
Oh,
Even they call them a doctor, but
Careful now.
Now
Yeah.
you're feeling for the chiropractors.
Yeah,
Why?
I feel for the Westerners.
the rest.
Obviously.
Western medicine, no, but I'm more traditional, right? I love TCM because everything that they use is natural. Don't look at me like that. I just said never call them doctors. That's all.
I don't know whether she's telling me the truth.
No,
or-
it's true.
She's so Western, right?
Yeah, but I love the
TEO. Teo.
Teo.
But very Western. Yeah. Kind of like, hey, do you think I'm Western? No, right?
No, you're an Abing.
Correct. Yes, you're right. Okay, let's continue to talk to Adrian on The Big Show TV. Panic at the Disco. They're next with High Hopes on Kiss 92. Our Bings have the most fun. You know that.
Okay.
My mom used, when I was growing up, my mom used to tell me that I was an Abing as well.
Yeah.
Just that my English was better, but I behave 100% like
Yeah,
a
but
Bing.
so you both
that's
have
that's
good
why we click
English,
together.
yeah.
So we just my mom just called me the educated Abing.
The educated Ab.
But
Okay,
I see.
so
Just as
what is the definition of an Abing? Like I have some friends who will say villagers, which I don't think is
No.
right. Some
No.
people say like hillbillies because
No.
also
No,
right.
not really.
So what is an Abing? What is the proper
Bing is the culture, you know, I
think
feel.
so.
Yeah, it's a culture
of what?
of
No, like explain what makes an Abing. It's hard, right?
just kind of like very comfortable with themselves, just being themselves, just like, you know, like for example, let's say want to get your attention, or I'm like,
That's not being comfortable. That's like confident.
remember
sure,
I
but
did that little demo with Simon Boy?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so like Simon Boy and myself, I feel like,
Yeah, you're
We are
both
the same.
Abings. You're both Abings for sure.
yeah, for sure.
But you see, you're finding
and
it
we're
hard
also very
to,
nice. Abings are very nice.
But you're finding it hard to explain exactly what an abing
That's what I'm
is.
saying. It's like a culture, you know.
If you were to explain it to a foreigner, someone who's not used to our culture, because straight away you can go, oh, that guy's an abing, or that girl's an
Because
alien.
it's not language per se.
It's not language per se.
Not
Yeah,
language per
it's the-
se.
Yeah.
You can be educated at Harvard and be a Singaporean and still be an abing.
Yeah.
It's tastes, I guess, as well. Like, for example, I
The
love
way you dress, the way you speak, not
dress.
so.
I don't know about the dressing part. It's just how do we?
It's
explain
hard to
it?
put a finger on it, right?
exactly.
That's an dubbing, right?
Yeah.
What is an abing?
You will see a Glenn's photo come up.
I'll be so flattered if that happens.
Okay, and see, abeng is a pejorative term. I don't know what pejorative means. Applied to describe antisocial lower class youth in Malaysia and Singapore
Wow,
who
lower
display
class,
who display common characteristics such as having dyed hair, wearing loud fashion,
okay.
playing loud music in
Yeah,
public,
that's
and being less educated.
La 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 la.
Be my lover.
La, 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 la,
Wait, let me go to
la,
WhatsApp. Somebody's messaged us there. Hey Glenn, where is the sensei you mentioned? I have an ear issue.
Oh,
Bubble-like problem in my ear. I need acupuncture.
wow. Okay. I think.
Stephen Choo needs to jump in on this
Yeah,
one,
I
right?
think so.
Okay. Good morning, guys. Somebody else. A question for Adrian. I have a staff who's maxed out their MCs like it's annual leave, and some even want to tab it into their HL. What's HL? Holiday leave? Is it? I don't know
no
what
idea.
HL is.
HL.
I consulted HR, but they are helpless as its entitlement. Appreciate your thoughts and advice. Comes here.
Well, basically, if you maxed out your 14 days, it kind of turns into no pay leave already if you're taking it. So if you want to adopt a hard line to it, then it goes in the no pay leave area. But I think once again, the bigger question is, why is this staff doing it?
Thanks to Harvey Norman. Save up to $800 with your climate vouchers and additional rebates at Harvey Norman. Get a branded
Okay.
Okay, we are on air right now.
Yep.
Okay,
And it's
No,
almost
we're
time
on
for us
Facebook,
to.
we're on Facebook.
Almost time for us to.
we're on Facebook.
Are we on Facebook?
Facebook, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
But almost time for us to check on out of here. But I
That's
mean, we're
right.
still talking to Adrian
Yeah.
Choo.
Yeah, yeah.
And then don't forget, we're going to play the video from Natalie Dow's victory lap, so to speak. Because, I mean, yeah.
Victory homecoming.
Yeah.
It's more like a homecoming.
Homecoming.
Yeah.
Because I think it was the last, when you guys were at Westin,
Yeah.
she was coming in with a few other runners,
Yes,
right?
yes, and they did it really well. You'll see on the video. She was supposed to, so she had to complete her 1,000 kilometers,
Yeah.
right? And I think from their calculation, they would have expected her to kind of be around the Western area before she completed
Okay,
those 1,000 kilometers, and that was at 6 p.m. She completed it before 11 o'clock yesterday morning.
Oh, wow.
Like 7 hours ahead
wow.
of time. So I don't know if they ran faster or if they ran faster than they thought they would, or I don't know what the calculation was.
Because it's Natalie Dow. That's
Yeah,
why.
man.
Because it's her, that's why
I
she
tell you,
Big
this is
rock
next
star.
level. No, the next time we come like face to face with. I mean, you were there.
Yeah.
And I'm standing next to Nat. I think I'll feel different.
Why?
Because imagine the strength of this woman.
Yeah.
Right? On the first day, she experienced like hip issues already. For all of us, even if we go for a 5-kilometer run, for example,
yeah.
you leave the house, you go downstairs, you run for like 500 meters, and then suddenly
Your
your
hip
hip
plays
starts
up.
to. You think you will complete the
No,
5
absolutely
kilometers?
not. You go
No.
back up and like start doing some stretching and lay
Yeah.
down and rest.
And she, first day she had the problem, and she went all the way 12 days later to hit 1,000 kilometers.
Hardcore.
And her
Amazing.
hip, I'm sure, is
I'm sure.
bothering her a little bit. But with the help of Jenny from Hello Physio,
Yeah.
for her to pull through,
yeah.
it's just spectacular, if you ask me.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Can't
She was-
imagine
yeah.
all the things that she went through. You're mentioning
the
like
UTI.
the UTI and
She was
my
battling
God.
a UTI as well. I
And-
mean,
and
I was saying
Angel
for
brought-
women it's different. You
Yeah,
know?
she brought it to my attention, right? That for us guys, we just unzip or
And
just
go
pull down the
and
the,
pee anywhere.
just pee in the bushes and all that. But for Nat, it was different, you
For
know.
women, you got to go find a spot to hide.
Yeah.
And you're running by the road, right? Men, you just face your back to the
Right.
to the road. Nobody cares what you're doing,
Yeah.
you know?
I see golfers also halfway through, eh? What is he doing facing the bush there? Oh, he's peeing.
Yeah, and men can stand up, women can't. So
Hmm.
there's a whole set of challenges for that
Yeah,
one.
she's tough.
I gotta get
She's-
all the
she's
inventors together and we gotta come up with a device.
They do have these devices like these bottles and all that standing stuff, and I don't know. Like people who go on road trips and camps and hiking and all that, they
Right.
do have quite a few things.
Really?
But
You mean
yeah,
for girls,
For
huh?
girls, yeah.
For guys?
Why do you need them?
Because in Thailand,
Uh-huh.
actually, while we were driving to one of the golf courses, it was 1.5 hour
Okay.
drive. Me being the idiot that I am, it was like the
You
third
drank
day.
beer?
No.
Then?
I decided, okay, I'm going to hydrate myself before I reach the golf
Oh,
course, right? Because the
okay.
day before we were drinking and it was another hot day and all that. So I decided, okay, one bottle, about maybe 600 milliliters or maybe 700 milliliters thereabout. You know, I'm just going to do a water parade. Before we set out, guess what?
You needed to
halfway
pee.
through, my goodness.
So you
While we
just
were in
stopped
the
by the
middle
side
of
of the
some
road, right?
highway. No, but we didn't.
Why?
Because there were so many other cars and all that. We
But-
didn't feel like we could stop, you know.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's not like the
Oh, you
Nevada
have to come on.
desert or
For
whatever.
guys, all you have to do is open two doors, stand in the middle, and pee out.
No, but in Thailand, it's like once you are on a flyover, for example, right, there's nothing. You cannot get off.
Right,
so it's
yeah.
like the longest,
Oh,
Got it,
expressway kind of thing.
There's
So I
a
was just-
shoulder, I'm sure. Road
yeah, but
shoulder.
it's like, but
You don't want
it's
to.
a very, very long stretch.
Right, okay.
Right, so I had to wait for what do you call the bus to pull over at a petrol kiosk.
Oh.
And I swear, I thought I was gonna pee blood.
Oh dear.
It was like unbearable. Okay, here we go.
What about us? What about us?
Pink, what about us? Right here on Kiss 92, all the great songs in one place. It's Glenn Angel and Adrian Choo. Good morning.
Good morning, Adrian. So we're talking about MCs and how employers and employees should tackle them.
Yeah, so in conclusion, I think if you are an employee, if you're working, if you're not feeling well, don't go to the office. Like what you said, don't go spread the germs. Don't prove to the bosses how hardworking you are and causing more downtime when more people fall sick. And if you need to take an MC, go take an MC. Rest at home and everything. But for employers out there, keep an open mind. Sometimes you're human too. So sometimes you might need to just rest at home. And I like companies I love companies that have given like a reset days where you can go just take up to 5 days off a year without needing an MC. I think that really helps as well. And for those of us who have staff who keep taking MCs, I think you need to sit down and talk to them, because especially when you know that they're not really sick, but there are possible signs of malingering.
Yeah.
Then you need to sit down. It becomes an HR issue, and HR should talk to them. So refer that up to HR. But overall, I think if you're not well, don't go in.
Yeah.
Just take a break.
Stay away.
And message for FFD, we love you, but rest.
Yeah.
Yes, for as long as you
That's what
need.
I say.
Yeah.
But for him coming in, I think it's good therapy, because I remember when I had my spine surgery, I needed to walk around to strengthen the legs, the back muscles, to get it back to where it was before as well. So resting at home and sitting at home was not good for me.
We'll make him do some squats when he comes in.
Squats.
Yeah.
No, I think that's
Planks,
not.
planks.
Planks?
Planks.
No, no, no.
We'll get a bar and like
Too
hang
soon.
out.
Too soon for that.
Oh, okay.
Too
okay.
soon.
When? Next year?
I don't know, but let's not forget, he's 68 years old. He's not 28. But
All
when
right.
you had your spine issue, you
I
were
was
in your
21.
20s.
He
There
was
you
So
go.
that was
21.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, very
Yeah.
different.
And
yeah.
it took you like 3 months or something
Yeah,
like
it
that,
took me a
right?
while, yeah.
So 3 months, I see you're 21. Oh my God.
Yeah, just
It's going to take 10 years for you.
You're multiplying.
so don't make him change rotate your tires. Don't make him move furniture.
Push the
okay?
car.
Yes, just let him sit in his chair. We will serve everything to him.
Everything
yes, we'll
to
make his
him.
coffee. We'll go buy his breakfast. He can just sit there.
So we've got a lot of fans of Natalie Dow waiting to watch this video that we're going to play on the Big Show TV now.
Shall we?
Yes, we should.
Anyway, thank you very much, Adrian, for joining us.
Pleasure always. Have
All
a great
right.
weekend, guys.
Let's enjoy this video together.
All the great songs in one place. Kiss 92.
Okay. Needs no narration, I think.
But didn't you narrate it? Oh.
Little bit.
So cute.
That's it.
Thanks for doing that,
You're
Angel.
welcome. Why do I sound like this?
Nothing. I'm ignoring it. I'm
Okay,
absolutely
all right.
ignoring it.
I'll be putting a full video up on my YouTube channel. If you had a problem hearing the sound earlier, it'll be a longer version of the same video. So
All right.
it'll be going
But
up
good
soon.
job.
Thank
Good
you.
job,
Thank you.
Film